Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. This video, I'm gonna be talking about the Bitmain Antminer K7. This is actually already a year-old ASIC miner for mining Nervos, CKB. And I have a brand new one here. Okay, but I'm gonna be talking about pretty much like the history regarding the Antminer K7, what it made before previously, and throughout the times, and of course the hash rate, which was much lower, and then now it's gone through the roof because CKB Nervos mining has been pretty profitable recently for the K7 during this time where Bitcoin is, hovering around 70K. Now Nervos itself is hovering around 19 cents as of recording this video. So it makes perfect sense that it is a profitable machine now, but it wasn't really a profitable machine maybe 3 months ago, 2 months ago. And so I want to talk about that in this video with you guys. And so thank you to Crypto Miner Bros for sending me this model here to cover for you guys and review. Just talk about this machine. I know this is not a really common machine a lot of people talk about, but I just want to do that in today's video here. So I'm just going to get this plugged in, turned on. As some of you have probably seen this already, and some of you actually may already have this ASIC miner already and probably understand the history of this thing, but it's something that I want to cover, go through, and it's pretty interesting. But let's just see how loud this thing turns on. Just start up. Okay, it's ramping up. I'll show you guys the power consumption in a second here. Okay, so it's mining for about a couple minutes, 3,200 watts roughly. And I know advertised it said about 80 watts. So we're a bit higher than normal, but I'm assuming that's because of my ambient temperatures. The fans do sound like they are working harder than normal. So this thing is going to be pulling a little bit more power because of my environment currently. But anyways, it's mining just fine. I actually did have to firmware update. I did have an older firmware from, I believe, April 2023. And then I did the firmware update. And now it says November 1st of 2023. So there is a new version if anyone is looking on Bitmain's website. For anyone that has a K7. It's very easy to do. It's in the web GUI. But anyways, guys, this thing is a very profitable ASIC miner now. I know it wasn't before, maybe, a couple of months back, especially when CKB had the halving. Okay, so anyways, let's talk about more of that in the computer and talk about, if this is a good buy or not now. See how it goes, all right? I'll see you guys in the computer. Okay, guys, so I want to take a mental note regarding the Bitcoin price, as I may refer back to this video in the future regarding, I don't know, breaking even or something. But anyways, Bitcoin price is 68,562 as of recording this video. And Nervos is almost 2 cents, or was 2 cents, okay, maybe a week ago, and yeah, it was 0.23 on the 10th, March 10th. Now, as of recording this video, it's the 17th, and we are at 0.18, okay? So whether or not we're gonna keep going down here, or we're still on an uptrend, remains to be seen. Who knows? Okay, so just a snapshot there for myself. Now, I wanna go through a lot of things here regarding the K7, the current models, okay, and the network hash rate, all right, of Nervos network, which has been climbing considerably over the past month, all right, so it does have an effect on, I guess, your risk tolerance regarding if we're still going to keep climbing up more, how many of these were produced, which I do want to do a little bit of some paper math here regarding how many of these could have come online over the past month, okay, of the like a K7, all right, and as well as talk about the halving, which we had maybe 5 or 6 months ago, 5 months ago, back in November 2023, and correlating with that is the profitability after the halving of the K7. I recall it being nothing, pretty much breaking even, but that was during the times when Nervos was down, way down in price. But because we have climbed a couple 100% already, 60 days, 90 days, it's been really good, obviously, for K7 or Eagle Song algorithm mining for those that have these types of ASICs, but mainly the K7. Okay, So a lot to touch on. I'm going to also refer back to, I do have a K7 that I got about a year ago. I did do a video about a year and a bit ago. And I did receive one of these K7s. And I can safely say that during that time, I guess when this thing was, what, $6,000 at the time, it has gotten its money back. It has definitely mined its money back worth, especially if you were mining and holding. I will refer back to a couple weeks of mining here on a K7 and just correlate that with how much, how much I could have mined if I did mine and hold on the K7. I wasn't really a firm believer in Nervo CKB, but I'll come back to this. Currently, the new K7 that I just got here, I'm actually mining this on nice hash right now, and it's doing really well since it's making about $24 a day right now. Pretty close to what Mine the ASIC says. So let's talk about profitability here. For those that care about it, we all know it changes day by day. As if the coin price goes down, your profitability is going to go down. If more of these K7s come online, you're going to get less and less yield. Thus, if the price is going down, you're going to be earning less of the dollar value as well. But currently, all right, March 17th, as of recording this video, this K7 is earning about $24 a day. Okay, profit after 10-cent kilowatt hours, roughly $16. So month though, if free electric, it'd be earning about $700 roughly a month. But again, take that with a grain of salt. It could change next week. This could be cut in half as the price goes down, or it could go up double if the price keeps going up. All right, so who knows? Who knows how that goes? But anyways, let's talk about first the efficiency numbers regarding the K7 now. There hasn't really been any new Eagle Song ASIC miners that have come out. I mean, at the top of my head, I haven't heard of any new ones that have come out. I don't know if Bitmain is going to create a new Eagle Song, Nervo CKB miner. And so if you guys have heard anything down the grapevine, let me know down below. But currently, these are the models that are in play for mining Eagle Song, okay? And when you go to mine the ASIC, you can see that the K7 is at the top of the charts and has been for CKB mining for the longest time, I guess, for the past year. Ever since these came out. Now, is Bitmain going to create a new model like the K9 or something, or K10? I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I haven't heard anything. If you guys have heard something, let me know down below. But currently, if this is their most efficient model, this is the model that is currently being sold, and people are buying them over the past month. A lot of hash rate has turned on. Okay, so actually, if I just do some quick paper math here, okay. So if we go to the calculator, if I were to, let's just say, the hash rate has gone up from February 3rd all the way up until now, 275 petahash. So that's about a good, I calculate 115 petahash has come online over the past month. Okay, month and a half. So that's about 115,000 terahash. So if I did quickly in the math here in the calculator, 115,000 divided by 63.5. Okay, this is a single K7. That means roughly 1,800 of these K7s have come online the network over the past month. Okay, is that too far-fetched to think that there's been that much hardware? Okay, 1,800 K7s coming online over the past month. No, it's not too far-fetched. Bitmain is known to make batches in 2,000, 15, 500, maybe 4,000 of them could have been created in a single batch. I don't know how many have been created, but it's not too far-fetched to think that Bitmain has sold a lot of these to resellers, especially, crypto miner bros, which right now there is allocation for these end of March batch, 63.5 terahash for end of March, $5,000. And of course, there's the 58 terahash model, which is $4,500. So $500 less than the 63.5 terahash model. So there's still room here. Okay, if about 1,800 of them have come online over the past month, the hash rate for Nervos is still going to continue to climb. Now, if that is going to correlate with Nervos also continuing to climb in price, right now we're going down. I don't know if that means that we are still going to climb, but if this is correlating to, the altcoin season, or, because Bitcoin's been going up recently. If that's all together here in play, then in theory, okay, not financial advice, of course, then Nervos should continue to maybe sustain itself, especially if we are in the beginnings here of the bull run. Typical of what happened in like 2021. Okay, Nervos CKB mining was a very profitable venture during these times with the other gold shell ASIC models, IB-Link models in the previous times. But I know when the IB-Link BMN3 came out, the gold shell boxes came out. I think that was more so in February. Okay, January, February 2023 when they started coming out. Then the hash rate was also climbing during this time. Okay, you guys can see here, especially when the first batch of K7s started rolling out. This is the same time during this time. January 28th, this is April, January, February of 2023. And then to kind of go back to profitability of the K7, just a little bit of history lesson here. There was a halving for CKB back in November 19th of 2023. So that was I remember that time happening, and I remember the K7s, the profitability was pretty much wiped out. Okay. This is especially during the time when the price of CKB was, way down here, way down in the dumps. Okay. November was 0.003. Okay. If we go to just on ASIC miner value, they have a bit of history here. Not all the way back in November, but December here, it was the K7, December 17th, was profiting negative 15 cents. Okay. At 12-cent kilowatt hour. If I did 10 cents here, apply, it would be, this thing was profiting, maybe just breaking even or making a little bit more, okay, during the December times here. But you guys can see it was like making $1 or $2 a day or so for a while. And then of course, boom. All right, February 14th, it started making $23 a day. It started going up as, the price of CKB, this corresponds with the price of CKB. So February 14th, it was almost over a penny. Okay, so this is where profitability started gaining on the K7, and it shows right here. Okay, and we're kind of leveling down. We're kind of going down here, but that corresponds with the difficulty and the network hash rate for Nervos climbing considerably, 275 petahash now, which is quite a bit, But you guys understand, because the price is still relatively high here, maybe not as previous all-time high. The market cap, it shows here that it has been over the previous market cap, but because we have more of the circulating supply on the network, it's showing, that's why it's a little bit down here. Okay, I want to do a little bit of history here regarding the K7 I got a year ago. Okay, so this is not going to pertain to now, because the yield is going to be much less. All right, much less on a K7. So looking at previous profitability of one of these K7s at that time, a year ago, was about $19 a day after 10-cent kilowatt hour. All right, just funny to see, but now it's, roughly around $16 a day a year later, maybe more actually. And if I were to refer to my current profits now, okay, actually on via BTC, I have a K7 here. You guys can see, so a couple days here, I was making $30 US a day, 31, okay, 33, 25, 27, jumps around here. But now I've been getting lower and lower. So 20, 24, 22. Okay. But the yield part here is where I've recently, okay, in March here, I've been getting about 1,100, 1,200 CKB a day, roughly. But before that, earlier in the beginning of March, I was maybe getting 1,700, 1,600, 1,700, 1,400 CKB. But now, because the network hash rate has been climbing considerably, especially over the past week here, it's been climbing quite a bit. That means more K7s have been coming online. But just to go back in history here, just for fun, okay, back in October, mid-October, I was maybe mining about 4,035, let's just say average 3,700 CKB a day. Okay, this is back in October. Okay, so maybe in that first month, month of October, if I just did average 3,700 a day times 31 days, that means I could have mined 114,700 CKB in that month of October alone. Okay, if I copied that in, go to CoinGecko here, paste that in, that could have been worth almost $2,100 now. Probably could have been worth more, okay, if I took a snapshot when it was over, 2 pennies or 2 cents. But just goes to show, right? If I held on to all the CKB, especially if I mined it in the beginning of February all the way till now for more than a year and a half, I'm expecting I could have made what, maybe $30,000 from just holding all the CKB. I know before, right, in the beginning, I was mining like what, I think 10,000 CKB a day. So just imagine that, right? I was getting much more yield during those times. And if I held it all, which hindsight 2020, during that time, when I made the video, I did say I was gonna, mine to nice hash, and I was mining on like a profit switcher. I wasn't really a firm believer in Nervos or the belief that it would go up in price, but it did. It ultimately did. Sorry, I had to get some water. My voice is just, I was sick over the past week. I'm back anyway. Just correlating all this, what I'm just talking about recently is for anyone that purchased one of these last year in February, you probably did really well. Okay. Especially if you were mining with these, maybe into Bitcoin, or of course, if you're mining the native coin, Nervos, and held it all the way up until this price appreciation recently, you did really well, right? That's the name of the game. That's the crypto mining strategy of mining and holding, waiting for price appreciation. But, the biggest risk there is, you're paying for electrical bill and you're just waiting until the coin pops off. And lo and behold, for anyone that did believe in Nervos and, mine and held, especially got into buying one of these K7s, hats off to you. Congratulations. Your $6,000 investment back in February has now paid itself off 3, 4, 6 times. Okay. I guess including electric, maybe 4 times or something. If you guys have that story, let me know down below. And I'd like to, know if anyone that has one of these, let me know if you guys are one of those stories that were able to break even and more on a K7. So here we are now. All right. The age old question people are going to ask, RedPanda, is this a good buy now? Because this is now a $5,000 ASIC miner. And if you guys do decide to buy one, okay, not saying to buy one now, but I'm just saying I do have a coupon code for RedPanda. You get $50 off on Crypto Miner Bros. Thanks to them. But if you guys are deciding to buy one because it does seem nice now, okay, just understand the numbers that you're seeing now can change tomorrow, can change in the next week. And because everything is good now, whether or not this is correlating to what I said earlier, if we are on the brink of the bull run here, if things are looking pretty hot right now, as they seem to be really hot right now, ASIC prices, I'd say for the K7 has gone up. I remember the K7 maybe a couple months ago, actually even last month, this was a $3,000 ASIC, $2,500 at one point. It's gone up almost double. And it's simply for the fact because CKB has gone up, has price appreciated. Okay, that's the simple fact. As when, profitability comes back, when profitability is really good on these miners, the price of them are going to go up. So just understand, right, the risks before you do get into ASIC mining, but also understand, that the opportunity could be really good, because who knows if Nervos continues to climb potentially. And if that does happen, as Bitcoin may potentially still climb, and if that does happen, then, one day if Nervos, CKB mining is extremely profitable and, this thing's making $50 a day or something at one point, granted, right? Another risk is how many of these K7s are going to be continuing to turn on and raise the network hash rate, raise the difficulty. Begs the question as well. There's a lot of variables. Also, your electrical cost matters. Really depends on your typical situation when you want to get into mining, especially with like a K7. But, hindsight 2020, right? K7 has been generally really good, but there's also been times when it's not been good. But that, if you believed in the fact of mining and holding during the low times here, then profitability doesn't matter to you. It's just mining and holding the native coin, waiting for the price, to appreciate. And lo and behold, it did. So there you guys go. I wanted to leave it at that. I think that's enough there. Just talking about a little bit of history regarding CKB mining. I did get one of the K7s a year ago, and now I have another K7. I am going to keep track on how long it takes to pay back this $5,000 ASIC miner. Okay, just for fun. Whether or not we are still on the, on a bull run here or not, and if Nervos continues to climb or sustains these levels, especially if it sustains it, then the profitability could be really good for a long time. Then, this thing could pay itself off, maybe in a couple months or maybe even less. Okay, who knows? Who knows? That's what I'm going to be keeping track of with this new K7 that I have. So thank you to Crypto Miner Bros. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, let me know. I'm going to do a 1-day, 24-hour hash rate giveaway for the K7 here. So all you got to do is just say, anything regarding this video, like maybe a question that you have or a statement or an opinion, and also hashtag CKB. If you made it to the end of this video, I will do a random comment picker for anyone that has hashtag CKB in the chat. I will pin your comment, and then you just have to email me your pool that you want, your miner name, and the worker name that you want for this CKB K7. Okay, so let me know down below, guys. Thank you guys so much. Good luck, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.